Hi everyone, today we're taking a look at the first wave of LEGO Marvel sets for the 2026 year, and trust me, there's a lot to talk about, so let's jump right in. We're kicking things off with the smallest set on the list, Spider-Man vs Ghost Rider motorcycle, coming in with 72 pieces. Inside the box you'll find two minifigures. First up, a pretty basic Spider-Man, the same one we've seen plenty of times, but the real star here is Ghost Rider. I absolutely love the unique headpiece and the printing looks great. The only downside is that his legs are plain and the arms have no printing, which is a bit of a shame. As for the bike build, it's simple, but honestly looks really good for the piece count. You've got some fire elements and stat shooters that add some fun playability. It's priced at $9.99 and for that price I can easily see this one becoming a bestseller. Next up we've got the Spider-Man car vs Venomized Wolverine with 136 pieces and again 2 minifigures. Let's be honest, the car itself looks a bit clunky. I'm not a huge fan of the design, even though it does have fire missiles and what seems to be a printed spider logo on the front. There's also a huge but a little clunky engine sticking out of the back. When it comes to the figures, Spider-Man is once again the same old version, but the Venomized Wolverine totally steals the spotlight. His torso print looks fantastic. The only small letdown is that we don't get block clothes. This one retails for $19.99 and I think Wolverine alone could make this set really well, but the build itself is not as much good as we would like to. Now we're moving into the good stuff. The epic battle Spider-Man vs Sandman. This one includes 201 piece and 3 minifigures, and honestly they're all great. Starting with Spider-Man from the Sam Raimi trilogy, easily one of the best figures in this wave. The print is amazing and he's got dual molded legs, which looks perfect. Then there's Sandman, who looks exactly like you'd expect. Basically a pile of sand in human form, and it works really well. And finally we got a new Venom minifigure with updated prints on both the head and torso. No arm printing, which is a bit of a downside, but still a great improvement overall. The build is split into two parts, one being a large Sandman body build that gives him a massive, dynamic look, and the other being a small battle arena filled with some detail, webs and some nice action spots. For $24.99 this feels like a must-have for Marvel fans. Next, we're getting bigger with Hulkbuster vs the Hulk, featuring 413 pieces, 1 minifigure and 1 big fig. Starting with Iron Man, he looks fantastic. Super detailed armor printing including legs, torso and arm printing, which don't happen too common, and a new Tony Stark face print underneath the helmet. Then we have Hulk wearing his Age of Ultron pants with an angry face print. The Hulkbuster build itself looks pretty solid, mainly dark red and gold with some nice shaping. It's relatively small, but comes with a display stand that includes street elements like signs and lights, plus a huge Iron Man arm posed towards Hulk, just like on the box art. It will retail for $49.99 and for that price I'd say it's a fair deal for what you get. Now we're getting into the serious stuff, the Daily Bugle battle set, featuring 781 pieces and 7 minifigures. If you missed the big modular Daily Bugle, this one is like a smaller, more playable version, and it definitely delivers. The building has 4 floors. On the first floor there's a small lobby with a chair, cup and the magazines. The second floor has, I think, a machine for printing newspapers and some boxes. On the third floor there's a simple but nice office, set up with a desk, computer and some wall decorations. And finally, the top floor, J. Jonah Jameson office, complete with a coffee machine, computer and shelves. There's also a staircase running down the side of the building, a little newspaper stand at the bottom and some traffic lights. Plus, there's a side build, a Rhino mech, which looks surprisingly solid for such a small addition. Now, let's talk about minifigures. We've got classic Spider-Man and Spider-Gwen, both pretty standard. Then there's Miles Morales with what seems to be a brand new torso print. J. Jonah Jameson in his suit. Looks alright, nothing too fancy. Rhino with, I think, new helmet mold and it looks incredible, though no leg printing sadly. Mysterio comes with a skull face under his dome helmet, a new molded cape and detailed torso and leg prints. Again, no arm prints, but it doesn't stop it from being one of the best figures in this set. And finally, Venomized Captain America. This one is insane. Dual printing all over, half Captain America, half Venom. easily one of the best figures in the entire wave. This set retails for $99 and honestly I think that's a fair price considering the build and figures you're getting. And finally, the biggest set of the wave, the Iron Man Mark III Collector's Edition. This one includes 1,297 pieces and one minifigure, a super detailed Iron Man as usual. But the main feature there is that massive Iron Man Mark III statue, standing 38 cm tall and 21 cm wide. It looks incredible, very faithful to the original Mark III design from the MCU, which is easily one of the most iconic Iron Man suits ever made. The proportions are great, the details are clean, and thankfully the helmet doesn't look goofy, which is often an issue with this kind of builds. If you're into collector style display sets, this is definitely one to keep an eye on. And that's everything for the first Marvel wave of the next year. Let me know in the comments which one of those sets is your must-have. Personally, I'm loving that Sam Raimi Spider-Man and the Venomized Captain America. Both look absolutely awesome. If you enjoyed this breakdown, don't forget to leave a like, subscribe for more LEGO content, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye!